picture, and then what are the capabilities of this 3D printing and types into Industry 4.0. So some of the applications, and I take liberty of talking about the applications which we have tried to attempt at our place rather than talking about the applications at large in the research forum across the globe. Some of the challenges which I would talk about, probably that would be a topic of interest for the teachers, because those topics can become topics for our research, our PhD, or it can become a topic of research for our students. And this is how I would conclude. I want to initially talk about the industrial revolution in terms of the most elementary item in our daily life, and that is wheat flour. We cannot think of sustaining almost 70% of the mass in India without wheat flour. And wheat flour has passed through this entire industrial revolution. So what is this? We probably have not used it, but in some of our homes it would still be lying as a part of museum. Maybe my grandparents or our grandparents used this, and it was fully based on manual power. So you had to use only human power to convert the wheat into flour. Okay, that was a daily activity, that was a laborious activity, and that was probably a boring activity also. Then slightly change comes in. What is this? We are trying to move from fully manual power to slightly mechanical power. So there are different ways in which people attempted doing this, and one of them was using the kinetic energy of water, converting it into mechanical power, and that is how you used to operate it. And this used to be part of those flow of water that used to come through the farmlands. So every individual farmer used to have this system, wherein they used to flow water for irrigation at their place, and they used to use this power as a byproduct. Then a time came when the machines got introduced which were fully mechanical. Now you do not require a natural power like flow of water or manual power to do this. You started using electricity. But it came into being only when you had ample electricity to utilize. And now this is fully mechanical device. Okay. But still it is individual. I have a flour mill at my home which I use. The same way everybody over there for a limited utilization. But when I want to take it on a mass, now you have Annapurna Atta. They do not use any of these three options. Instead, they automate the process and use large scale production. All these phases resemble industrial revolution. If we want to use this as a simile for industrial revolution, all these four stages are the steps of industrial revolution. Now, industrial revolution began sometime in 1780s, or maybe 10 years before, 10-15 years before. What was the major contribution of industry 1.0? The system was mechanization of the processes, wherein you use water power or you started using steam, and it started its position into the market when steam engine came. The second one came almost 90 years after, the second industrial revolution, wherein the mechanical systems required steam only to do it. You did not have any other option. But sometime in the 1870s, electrification started. So industry 2.0 was electrification. You started large scale production of electricity, initially with steam only, then with hydropower, and today we have solar power, nuclear power, everything. But that was a major revolution when electricity came into it. That led to mass production. Now when mass production comes, either you need to add humans or you need to give power to a single human. So for that, assembly line got developed initially in Japan for textile industry, and then it was resembled by Toyota for automobiles. And when it was, I would not use the word